Now on CoastTV News.
A chilly evening here along the coast. I'll let you know how long this late season chill will last. Coming up in just a few moments.
Mini golf mayhem, the colorful building causing quite a stir online in Rehoboth Beach. And drone labor, how the flying technology is being utilized to clean hard to reach spots.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us for CoastTV News at 11. As we take a live look into Rehoboth Beach, our first alert meteorologist Alex Seymour joins us. Alex, it was a better day to be on the boardwalk, but still pretty cold.
Yeah, it was certainly pretty chilly today, and it's going to remain pretty chilly over the next couple of days as we see an onshore wind keep our temps in the 40s, and then it's also just breezy outside. Combined with those temps in the 40s, it feels like the 20s and 30s this evening and for the next couple of days. As we take a live look out on our Boardwalk Plaza Hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach, clear skies. You can't really see the ocean, but it is looking pretty rough out there this evening. Water levels are elevated, waves 6 to 12 feet, and that's how high they're going to be the next couple of days as these winds out of the northeast, 17 miles per hour right now, gusting higher than that. They're going to continue keeping things pretty rough out there. Temperature-wise, it actually keeps us a little bit warmer during the overnight hours at the beaches. Temps in the 40s. Water temperatures are in the 40s, so that's kind of where those temps are going to hover right at the beaches for the next several days, daytime and nighttime. Inland locations, winds are much lighter. Our skies are clear. Our temps have tumbled down to 36 degrees in Georgetown, 33 in Del Mar this evening. There we go. There's those winds. Calm inland, but gusting to 20 in Rehoboth Beach, gusting to 20 in Bethany Beach. Those gusty winds. Another 36 to 48 hours of those gusty winds we're going to have to contend with. Skies are clear at least, though, so at least during the daytime hours, we see the heating of that sunshine. The thing causing all these problems for us is this, an area of low pressure that's going to sit and spin off our coast the next couple of days. So as we progress through the next couple of hours, breezy conditions continue at the beaches. At the beaches, we stay in the 40s. Other locations fall to near freezing, so bundle up for tomorrow morning.
The Ocean Pines Racket Center is temporarily closed due to health concerns. A board of directors meeting yesterday, committee advisors said suspected mold in the center has led to health problems, and they claim that it even caused employees to quit. The center will be shut down for an inspection to make sure that the area is safe and healthy for everyone. The center will be reopened once the issue has been resolved. And if you're heading to BB Healthcare in Lewis this week, make note of this. Starting tomorrow, there will be construction on the parking garage near the main entrance. BB says that this project, which is set to last 2 weeks, will have an impact on traffic flow and some parking spots will not be available. During construction, there will only be one-way traffic coming in and out of the garage, which will be directed by BB staff. Starting Monday, April 1st, BB says the handicap parking section will be closed and moved to a different area for the week. And in Lewis, the city is ready to go over plans for the next year's budget. The mayor and city council will continue to review changes made to their draft since the last workshop. The proposed budget focuses on safety, children's activities, road work, and improving public spaces like nature trails. The meeting will take place tomorrow at 9 a.m. And Denrec is preparing to explain its plans for Deauville Beach. Since it will now be a state park, it'll cost, well, we don't know since it's still being figured out. This comes after Denrec took over the management of Deauville Beach from the city after its agreement with Rehoboth Beach expired. A public meeting will take place on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And there's a proposal to bring more workforce housing to Georgetown. The town is holding a public hearing this week to talk about the 107 Depot Street Rehab Project, also known as Old Ice House Project. According to the town, the project aims to transform the 3-story building on Depot Street that used to be an ice storage facility into a building with office spaces, and the basement will be a residential apartments. The public hearing is set to take place at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. And a big topic in Rehoboth Beach is water quality. According to the city, hydrant flushing will start at the week of April 8th. The city says flushing will remove mineral deposits in the pipes. Hydrants will be flushed from Wilmington to Laurel Streets on Monday of that week, from Newcastle to Prospect on Tuesday, and Maryland to Grenoble on Wednesday. People in that area may experience low water pressure or discolored water during flushing. And an old bank is transforming into a mini golf course, and it's hard to miss. This was the Capital One Bank off of Route 1 on Old Landing Road by the Walmart. But now, as you can see, it's bright orange and gray. And the reaction to the mini golf course here, that looks a bit colorful.
Definitely kind of tight quarters, right? I mean, right in the middle of a plaza, it's a little weird, but I mean, it is what it is. People, if they enjoy it, let them have it.
The owner of Nick's mini golf course says they plan to open late spring, early summer, and they'll use architecture of the bank for the indoor and outdoor course. And nobody won Saturday night's Powerball drawing, and that means that the jackpot is now $800 million. While there was not a jackpot winner, at least 5 people won $1 million. Nobody won the Mega Millions drawing on Friday either, and that jackpot is up to more than $1 billion. The next Powerball drawing will be tomorrow. And Donald Trump's major money problem comes to a head tomorrow. A court has ordered that he submit a $464 million bond by Monday after a judge found him, his family, and the Trump Organization liable for fraudulent business practices. CNN's Tina Kim looks into what could play out tomorrow.
Americans could witness a remarkable moment in modern history Monday. Orders to seize property of a former president. That is one of the possibilities if Donald Trump fails to submit the nearly $500 million civil penalty due on Monday. $454 million are owed specifically by the former president. The figure balloons up to $463.9 million when including the money owed by his 2 older sons, the Trump Organization, and accrued interest. A bond is needed as the president appeals the 9-figure penalty against him. In Truth Social post today, Trump blasted the judge who ordered the judgment and New York Attorney General Letitia James, who filed the civil case. His supporters also repeated today Trump's claims of a partisan prosecution.
You've got this lady, clear partisan in New York, who's basically prosecuting the president over loans, something that's never been done to anybody before.
Trump's critics said they're concerned about where Trump would get such a huge sum.
And him being in this degree of debt and the financial pressures that he is under, I actually think that there is risk in not seizing these assets. There's a very real risk of political corruption.
In early March, the New York Attorney General's office filed judgments in Westchester County. An indication experts say the state may first go for the Trump golf course there and a private estate known as Seven Springs. But other experts speculate the state's easiest route would be to first take Trump's bank accounts. An appeals court could be the one to save Trump tomorrow, allowing the former president to post a smaller bond or pause it entirely. I'm Tina Kim reporting.
Pope Francis skipped his reading of his homily during today's Palm Sunday Mass in St. Peter's Square. The Pope had been expected to give the homily halfway through the service to a crowd of tens of thousands. But after several seconds of silence, announcers said Francis had decided not to deliver the homily. The 87-year-old, who is dealing with bad knees and persistent respiratory problems, also did not participate in the process of the cardinals. And rescue crews are working to find a 6-year-old child that was swept away in a creek on Saturday night. Officials say 3 children were playing by Chester Creek when 2 of them slipped on the mud and fell into the water. One child was able to pull themselves out, but the 6-year-old is still believed to be in the water. Rescue boats searched the creek and along the Delaware River while the Coast Guard helicopters searched from above. Emergency services officials said heavy rain caused the creek to become very fast-moving. And paving work happening now in Laurel will cause lane closures. According to DelDOT, paving is planned for Central Avenue, Market Street, Gordy Road, North Spring Hill Road, and Susan Beach Road. The road will go through August 18th. And earlier this week, you may have noticed something flying around in the Milton Water Tower. As you can see here, a drone was spraying clean parts of the tower, and the Mid-Atlantic Prone Wash says this was the first water tower they've used a drone to clean. The company only just started using drones for its services in the last few months. Pilot Cody Whaley says this is cool and it's a safer way to get the job done.
Safety always, so there's a lot of key factors with washing with a drone. And safety, we just don't want to put our people on ladders. We don't want to put our people on roofs. So we want them to come home just like they left. So that's one of the reasons we started with the drones.
Well, coastal flooding is going to be a problem as we head into the start of the work week. I'll let you know when the worst flooding is expected, coming up just after the break.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
It's a pretty chilly evening across Delmarva. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. A little bit of a breeze right at the immediate coastline. In locations, those winds have gone calm, which has actually allowed our temps to get even cooler than the beach location. So everybody, you need to bundle up as you head out the door Monday morning. That's just one of the stories that we have to talk about as we head throughout the next couple of days. The biggest story, though, is not actually the chilly temps. It's actually going to be the coastal flooding. So what we need to know, coastal floods expected widespread Monday evening and Tuesday morning. Even Monday morning's high tide and Tuesday evening's high tide is going to feature some coastal flooding, just not as severe as what we're expecting during the Monday evening and Tuesday morning high tide cycle. Gusty winds, they are going to be sticking around. We're going to see gusts over 30 miles per hour at the beaches, 25 to 35 miles per hour really at the beaches through Tuesday and probably Tuesday afternoon before those winds start to calm down. And then also a soaking rain is going to be returning to the area as we head towards Wednesday into Thursday. So if you're hoping that the wet weather was finally going to get out of here and we're going to see extended stretch of dry weather, unfortunately it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Coastal flood warning in effect for Sussex County. We've got gale warnings in effect for all area waterways. High surf advisory in the purple shading in Worcester County. We're going to see wave heights 6 to 10, probably even as high as 11 to 12 feet crashing on our shoreline. So beach erosion along with the coastal flooding is expected. The reason for all of this is this area of low pressure well off our coast. It is going to sit and spin for the next couple of days. And that's going to couple with the fact that we have a full moon, which actually causes our tides to be a little bit higher. The gravitational pull from the full moon raises our water levels. So all of that combined is going to result in a pretty significant coastal flood event in the next couple of days. We've got those northeasterly winds gusting to 21 miles per hour on Rehoboth Beach currently, 21 miles per hour on Bethany Beach. Well, those winds, they're going to remain pretty elevated over the next couple of days. Over the next 12 hours through about 7 a.m. Monday morning, still 15 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts out of the northeast at the beaches. They get even higher during the daytime hours of Monday. Then Monday evening, they lessen a little bit, but still wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles per hour out of the northeast. All of this is just shoving a lot of water towards our coastline. That continues into Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon and evening. So what that results in is our high tides are going to be pretty elevated. So Monday at 10 a.m., which is right around high tide in Lewis Monday morning, minor coastal flooding expected, moderate coastal flooding expected at Monday around 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. and about 2 hours before and after high tide. That's when you're going to see that worst of the flooding. So in Lewis, it would be 8 p.m. to about midnight. Monday evening, 8 a.m. until about noon on Tuesday. That's when we could expect some of those flooded roadways. So that flooding actually is delayed in the back bays. So if you're along the Rehoboth Bay, if you're along the Indian River Bay, it's going to be more 9 to 10 a.m., 9 to 10 p.m., I should say, until about 1 to 2 a.m. Monday morning. And 9 to, well, really, and then as we head towards Tuesday morning, it's going to be about 11 to noon until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So just be prepared for all of that coastal flooding in the next couple of days, flooded roadways. We're going to be dealing with that until Tuesday evening before those water levels start to go down. Chilly temps, they're going to linger through Tuesday, and then we start to warm up. And we have a yellow alert day on Thursday. The reason for that, we've got another round of heavy rain.
Volunteers came out to Mount Air Farm in Selbyville to pack Easter meals for those in need. 8,000 meal boxes were put together and packed into church vans and rental trucks. Company-wide, 20,000 meals were put together so that families facing food insecurity could have a meal to eat on the holiday. Zeke Clark of Lewis is practicing his pitching. He's headed to the major league field, but not for the reason you might expect. This is all a part of the 4-year-old's recovery after a horrible accident that threw him a curveball. Tim Furlong from our sister station in Philadelphia has the inspiring story.
Zeke is still deciding if he's going to go with a curveball or just throw the heater on opening day.
We'll see how it goes, you know. I mean, if he makes an awesome pitch, that would be great. If not, you know, the experience is a lifetime experience that not many people actually get to do.
Zeke can throw pretty well, and his running? Yeah, he moves pretty quickly considering he's now adjusting to life with a prosthetic lower right leg. I really don't like on TV when people use cliches like every parent's worst nightmare, but Zeke's story, it might be right up there. Last summer, he's riding on a tractor with his dad when he suddenly decided to jump off. He ended up underneath the mower with his leg caught in the blades.
And I just screamed and called 911, and I just ripped my belt off that I had on and just wrapped it up as tight as I could and made a tourniquet.
The family lives down in Lewis, Delaware, right down the street from a firehouse, so first responders got there quickly. The family has since spent a lot of their time in northern Delaware at Nemours for multiple surgeries, working with their gait laboratory, getting different prosthetics and everything else involved with this recovery process that will last until Zeke is fully grown.
Okay, jump!
He's healed very well. His fighting spirit has really helped him excel with his rehabilitation and his physical therapy. And that's really part of the multidisciplinary prosthesis care, is meeting each child at their psychosocial level, helping them cope with the injury, helping them cope with the changes to life as they know it.
The Nemours team can help with his recovery. Dad's going to help him get ready to throw a pitch in front of 40,000 plus Phillies fans. Nobody at Nemours has any doubt Zeke will crush that first pitch and anything else he puts his young mind to. His accident haunts his parents, but Zeke has moved on.
He just talks about it like, oh, lawnmower cut my leg off, and that's that. Like, now I have a robot leg, and I just go.
Coming up, the scary airbag malfunction that is causing a massive Chrysler vehicle recall.
Are you struggling to lose weight? Do you want to live a healthier and more empowered life? Whether it's been a lifelong struggle or you're new to weight loss, we can help you get the results you're looking for. At Tidal Health, we offer a comprehensive and customized approach to weight loss that includes surgical and medical options. Our team of dedicated professionals is committed to making sure you have the knowledge and support to reach your goals and get on the path to wellness. To learn how you can reach your goal weight, visit tidalhealth.org/loseweight today.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers, reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Chrysler is recalling more than 280,000 vehicles because of airbag issues. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says inflators for the right and left side curtain airbags are at risk of rupturing. The manufacturing defect means if the airbags go off, people in the car could get hit with sharp metal pieces. The recall is for the 2018 to 2021 Dodge Chargers and the Chrysler 300 models. And an exhaust funnel on a Carnival cruise ship caught on fire during a voyage near the Bahamas on Saturday. A cruise line said the Carnival Freedom reported a fire on the port side of the ship's exhaust funnel around 3:15 p.m. According to the statement from Carnival, the ship's fire response team was activated and the ship's captain turned the vessel towards heavy rain in the area to maximize efforts to extinguish the flames. Carnival said 2 crew members were treated for minor smoke inhalation. However, there have been no reports of injuries to any of the guests at this time. And despite this being one of the stronger weeks on Wall Street, stocks ended Friday on a mediocre note. The Dow flirted with the record 40,000 mark in a pre-market trading, but fell 306 points during regular trading hours. Still, the blue chip index notched its best week since December. The tech-heavy NASDAQ set a new record Friday, but the S&P 500, like the Dow, was slightly lower. And a FAFSA calculation error could further delay some students' financial aid. The Department of Education said the error impacts several 100,000 financial aid forms. This could delay students' ability to choose which college they can afford to attend to. Typically, colleges send financial aid awards to students in March and request a decision by May 1st on whether they plan to enroll in the fall. Many colleges, but not all, have already delayed this time due to the problems with the FAFSA. And coming up, why certain Starbucks mugs are being recalled for safety concerns.
Are you ready? It's Ford Truck Month, and we're celebrating 47 years as the best-selling trucks in America with special once-a-year offers on Ford F-Series, including the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. It's time to celebrate America. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select Ford F-150 models only at your local Ford dealer.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud. Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today.
Every day,
We are adding to the star power in our studio.
the biggest names, only on Today.
You guys are pretty good today. Stick around, y'all. These guys are going to be back.
We work here now.
Worth coming in this early, right? We got Olivia Rodrigo.
We're just getting started, folks.
This is Scarlett. She would like to direct the show. Can we go to commercial break now?
Everything and everyone you're talking about, only on Today.
This week on Wheel, contestants are pumped to win a trip to one of our national parks.
Are you going to do that when you call every letter?
Monday at 7 on CoastTV.
Even for these returning champs, Jeopardy isn't always a snap.
Somebody finally asking the hard-hitting question.
But as always,
The goal is for you to become the smartest person in the room.
next Jeopardy!
Monday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
In your health news tonight, Nestle USA is recalling more than 440,000 Starbucks branded mugs due to burn and laceration hazards. The metallic-coated ceramic mugs were included in 4 gift sets sold during the 2023 holiday season. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission reported 12 incidents of the mugs overheating or breaking after being microwaved or filled with extremely hot liquid. People should immediately stop using the recalled mugs, and they can return the mugs at the place of purchase or contact Nestle USA for a full refund. And a surgical team at NYU's Children's Hospital performed the first ever split liver transplant at the institution for a pediatric and adult recipient. NBC's Dr. Akshay Sayal shows us how the innovative liver transplant is giving a young boy a new lease on life.
Ever since he was born in 2021, Cooper Cota has been fighting to survive. He struggled to gain weight, and with his skin turning yellow, his parents feared the worst.
When he was about 3 or 4 months old, he started to become like super jaundice, and that's also shortly after when that itch really kind of started. It's like this itch that just can't be satisfied. He would scratch himself till he bled.
His doctors confirmed that he had Alagille syndrome, a genetic disease that ran in his family and had taken the life of his aunt. In the United States, about 1 in 30,000 babies are born with the disease. It can lead to problems in the heart, kidney, and liver, and carries a mortality rate of up to 10%.
We eventually came to this realization: he's going to need a transplant in order to survive.
With the clock ticking and his liver getting worse, Cooper was placed on the transplant list at just 2 years old. Then, a few months later, Sherman and Amanda Cota got the call.
All the emotions just flooding. Happy, scared, slightly excited for the future, that this is going to help him. This is going to massively change his life.
Cooper got a liver thanks to an innovative liver transplant surgery that allows 2 people to benefit from just 1 donor liver. It's called split liver transplant, and doctors say it can save hundreds more lives per year.
We take part of a liver and we can put it in part of a living person's liver and put it into someone, and it'll grow back. And usually we give segments 2 and 3 to a child and keep the rest and give them to adult. It's almost like a 75-25 split.
Dr. Adam Griesmer and Dr. Kaleem Halazan, transplant surgeons at NYU Langone Health, say that Cooper's transplant has transformed his life.
So he's gone through a tremendous growth spurt since his transplant, and he's catching up to his expected height and weight now. And it also allows him to develop mentally better.
They say that splitting livers can save the lives of more kids, just like Cooper.
The highest risk for mortality on the waiting list are for children who are less than 1 year of age. So I think if we split first and gave them the opportunity to receive more split livers, we could actually reduce that mortality rate to 0.
Now thriving since his transplant, Cooper just celebrated his 3rd birthday last month, one that he shares with his late aunt Nicole.
It just felt like she's here, she's watching over Cooper, and at that point I was like, I think everything's gonna be okay.
Dr. Akshay Sayal, NBC News.
Smokers have another reason to quit, and it may increase a kind of body fat linked to serious diseases. Researchers say lighting up can cause a buildup in a person's abdominal fat. The lead author of the study says visceral fat causes inflammation, leading to chronic health problems like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. But the researchers aren't sure yet if visceral fat declines once a person quits smoking. And a new UN report warns that the lack of access to clean water is threatening world peace. It says that water is often a tool and a target when it comes to warfare and regional tensions. The report says more than 2 billion people do not have access to safe drinking water. And with the climate crisis, nearly 1.5 billion people have been affected by droughts between 2002 and 2021. The report concludes that the world is not on track to meet the UN's goal of ensuring that everyone has access to safe and clean water by 2023. And according to the CDC, the number of cases of measles in the United States as of Thursday has grown to 64. Cases have now been reported in 17 states from the West Coast to the East. For perspective, last year there were a total of 58 measles cases across the country. The CDC notes many reported cases are linked to international travel and also the effect of fewer routine childhood vaccinations when the pandemic began.
Well, we're staying windy and chilly for a couple more days here along the coast. I'll have a final check on your first look weather forecast coming up just after the break.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Draper Media is seeking a passionate field correspondent for our daily and commercially driven lifestyle and entertainment show, Coast Life. You'll provide live coverage, produce pre-recorded programs, and maintain a strong digital presence. Candidates must have a dynamic on-air personality, be innovative, and show versatility while working with our clients. Learn more and apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
You probably wouldn't know David Trone grew up on a struggling farm, cleaning hog pens and trudging to an outhouse in winter, till the farm was lost to the bank and David started a business to support his family. Then again, when you see all the bills David's passed to help struggling working families, maybe you would. David will keep fighting to give everyone a fair shake, refusing to take a nickel from PACs and lobbyists who wield such an unfair influence. Unlike most politicians, David only answers to you.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
The Harry Kay Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
The verdict is in on Night Court.
It's real now.
Melissa Rauch has precision comedic timing.
I am a human chill pill.
And John Larroquette delivers.
As someone who took chill pills in the 80s, you need a new dealer.
A new Night Court, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
It's a pretty chilly evening across Delmarva. We're down into the 30s inland. The beaches are in the 40s. So as I take a live look out on our Tidal Health Peninsula regional camera in Salisbury this evening, skies are clear. Winds have gone calm inland. That's allowed our temps to fall to about 35 degrees, and they're going to continue to fall as we head towards the morning, staying in the low to mid 30s as we head towards that morning commute on Monday. So you do want to bundle up. It is going to be a pretty chilly start to the day. Get your forecast for the next couple of days. That chilly weather that's going to be sticking around by calling on Coast TV First Alert Weather Line 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. The big issue with the next couple of days is actually not going to be the chilly temps. We can bundle up. We're at least going to see the sunshine. The big deal is going to be our coastal flooding that we're going to be dealing with. So just reiterating the fact that we're going to be dealing with coastal flooding for the next several high tide cycles. So Monday 10 a.m. So from 2 hours before, 2 hours after high tide. So 8 a.m. until about noon on Monday. Minor coastal flooding expected. The worst coastal flooding, most widespread coastal flooding. This is going to be on the Delaware Bay, the Atlantic Ocean, and on the inland bays. So the Rehoboth Bay and Indian River Bay. 8 p.m. until midnight Monday evening. 8 a.m. until noon on Tuesday morning. Moderate coastal flooding is expected. We could even approach major coastal flooding during these high tide cycles. So just keep that in mind. You're likely going to be running into flooded roadways. On the inland bays, it is going to be delayed. So it's going to be more 9 to 10 p.m. until about 1 to 2 a.m. and 9 to 10 a.m. Tuesday morning and about 1 to 2 p.m. Tuesday afternoon. So going to be dealing with some pretty significant issues the next couple of days with that coastal flooding. And then once we get past the coastal flooding threat, well, the rain threat is going to be returning to the area. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast, just a few showers Wednesday, not a huge deal. It's actually going to be a pretty nice day until the rain arrives during the evening hour, 64 degrees. Thursday, though, yellow alert day. We're talking about half an inch to an inch of rain, maybe even higher totals, and that will be keeping a close eye on a coastal storm, and then dry out for next weekend, though.
Thanks for joining us for Coast TV News. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. We'll see you in just a few hours for Coast TV News today, starting at 5 a.m. Have a great night.